executive heads of UN funds and programs underscored the imperative of a UN system-wide approach for coherence and delivery, where the UN and partners deliver action and results on the ground within country-specific context. During the Economic and Social Council's 2012 Operational Activities segment, honing in on delivering as one.
The critical thing is for the UN system to be joined up in the support it gives to developing countries. Countries are facing huge challenges. How do we deal with these rising inequalities? How do we deal with what's happening to our ecosystems? How do we deal with climate change? Now, none of these issues is an agency-specific one. It's not a minister-specific one in the developing countries itself. So we have to join up to be effective in the support that we give. And you're really seeing that come through now in a lot of the activities on how we organize ourselves.
UNICEF Executive Director Anthony Lake underlined that delivering as one must be delivering results as well, while highlighting the financial value in real numbers of investing in nutrition and girls.
Regardless of whether we are discussing development pre-2015 or post-2015, at the heart of our priorities as we deliver as one should be a commitment to deliver results, sustainable results, and a commitment to achieve those results with equity and a focus on gender equality.
And the New Deal with Engagement for Fragile States calls for an integrated approach and a stronger role for women.
It is fundamental that we enhance system-wide coherence and coordination. The different instruments for ensuring system-wide coherence and coordination include the Resident Coordinator System, the UN Development Assistance Framework UNDAF, and common services and business practices. And clearly, all of this needs improvement.
As the world's challenges grow more complex and extreme, whether it's rising inequalities and scarce natural resources, or the 70% of the world's poor who are now living in middle-income countries, with nearly 1 billion of our population going hungry today.
We increasingly must ensure that we are implementing programs that offer the highest value for money and meet the defined goals that we set ourselves.
The world is changing so rapidly, as Helen and I think all the distinguished speakers have emphasized, and the UN really needs to pick up on its change as well in order to stay relevant, indeed become more relevant. The opportunity is there, but we really have to move ahead from pilots to large-scale, full-scale implementation.
So we put a premium on the horizontal accountability, and subsidiary to that, the vertical accountability, because otherwise it doesn't work. Then we just keep adding on and adding on and adding on coordination structures and costs, etc.
Experts agreed on the need for results-oriented and cost-effective coordinated methods under a UN development system that aligns with national needs and priorities, noting UN Secretary General Ban Ki-moon's report on the Quadrennial Comprehensive Policy Review, or QCPR, urging a UN development system with a stronger focus on results and accountability, while reducing duplication and transaction costs.
You have to deliver country by country. You can't have a template so that what happens in, for example, Uruguay, stable middle income country, is how you're going to deliver in Somalia, which still has a lot of conflict in parts of the country. So the key thing is very much respect national ownership and leadership and work in the specific context. In some countries we have maybe only one resident agency, which may well be, in most cases, UNDP. In others you'll have a lot of agencies, so it's a big coordination task. You have to be flexible and pragmatic enough to deal with things as they are.
ECOSOC's 2012 Operational Activities segment will run through Tuesday. Experts underline that delivering as one must come from a strong UN mandate that delivers results on the ground, including in least developed countries, small island states, landlocked countries, and nations emerging from conflict. Afaf Kanja for South News, here at the United Nations.